What is up, guys? I'm George Mossy. So last night, 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 7, Episode 9 has aired. So we checked in Lagos, Nigeria, and we got some information and backstory on Angela and Michael's situation. So we actually got to see them sit down and have a somewhat calm conversation that did turn into some screaming and to some cursing, but we did get a little more insight as to what's going on with Michael's Instagram. We also got some insight into why Angela is posting videos with Billy. So a lot of people were speculating that Billy is her new boyfriend and she wants to be with Billy and she's planning this trip to be with Billy in Canada. We found out from Angela last night that she started posting TikToks with Billy because she had gotten a transformation of her body, new boobs, new everything, and she didn't get any response from Michael. Michael and Angela used to have these FaceTime calls where they would take baths together and they would have sexy time together. And after her surgery and her new body and her transformation, all of that seemed to stop. So in Angela's mind, she thought, I'm going to post videos with this guy who she thinks is sexy, and she wants Michael to feel jealous and reach out to her and kind of ask her to stop doing that. I do know that jealousy can be sexy. A lot of people say, oh, I don't want someone who's jealous or controlling, but a small level of jealousy can be sexy in a relationship. The issue was Michael didn't react to this at all. Now, he did notice that she was posting these videos because he brought it up to her during their meeting after he followed her into the restaurant of the hotel. He asked her why she was posting these videos, and this is when we finally got the explanation. We also get an explanation from Michael as to why he opened a social media account. So his Instagram, he says, is actually part of a way for him to make money. Now, we know that Angela sends him money for rent, car note, and essentials every month in order for him to be accessible to her and he doesn't have to work. A lot of times when he was working a lot of hours and he was unavailable, couldn't take her calls. So she thought, I'm going to send him the money that he needs so I can actually reach him when I need to. So the question still remains is, how much money does she send him? Because Michael stated that he needed more money. So that leads us back to the Instagram account. So the Instagram account was open so he could be a social media influencer. Now, influencers do make a decent amount of money. The more followers you have, the more you're paid per post and story. And that situation can be pretty lucrative for the right influencer. So the question in my mind was, if Michael was only going to be influencing and promoting products and doing videos to get views so he could get more paid partnerships, why did he block Angela from seeing that account? Because he tried to explain to her, oh, I opened this account so I could make money. I didn't think that you would understand. Now, I do feel that if he wouldn't have blocked her from his Instagram in the first place, Angela would have saw him doing these influencer videos and maybe had a little more insight as to what was going on. I don't understand why someone who is a social media influencer would have to block their wife or spouse from seeing them do influencing, because influencing doesn't necessarily look like cheating. You don't really have to flirt with anyone or do videos with anyone that you don't want to. You can even do videos of just you on a product or you promoting something or you going to a certain place and saying how good that place is. So the idea of Michael being a social media influencer, and that's why he opened the Instagram account, do you buy that story? Do you feel like him doing that and him blocking Angela is warranted? Because Angela has been sending him money every month. We don't know exactly why Michael needs more money. He says that it's his responsibility to take care of his family, but Michael is not an only child, so I don't know why this is all landing on him. So what do you guys feel about this situation? Who's right? Who's wrong? Are both of them right? Are both of them wrong? Do you feel like Angela is right with asking Michael to take down the social media page? And at this point, the future of their marriage is actually riding on whether or not Michael will take down the Instagram account. So I do feel like Michael needs to post some receipts. He needs to show Angela how much money he has been making from his social media influencing. And he definitely needs to show her and plead his case if he wants to keep that Instagram. But at the same time, is it worth the marriage ending for him to have this Instagram account? Because you have to remember, if they break up, the money that Angela is sending him, even though he says it's not enough, that will stop. So not only will he stop making the income he's making now, social media might be the only thing left for him to make a living with. So where are we with this? What do you guys feel about this situation? Because Angela doesn't have any more compromise in her. It's delete the Instagram or I'm pulling the visas and we're divorced. And Michael feels that it's unfair. Is it unfair, or do you feel that when he blocked her from Instagram, that is when the situation became dire. Because if you're doing something that you don't want your wife or your spouse or husband to know, that is a questionable situation. So I keep going back and forth with this situation as we get more information and more background on what's going on. I want to know where you guys are with this. Are you still Team Michael? Are you still Team Angela? Do you feel like both of them have made mistakes and they need to just clean the slate and try to make this work? Because 5 years is a long time to just walk away. Or do you feel like it's finally time for this relationship to be over? All right, guys, I'm George Mossey. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at George Mossey and at georgemossey.com for all your 90 Day Fiancé news and updates. I'll talk to you all really soon.